spin the lathe, the wood takes hold, Chad's at the wheel, the story unfolds, chisel sharp, a steady hand, crafting beauty across the land, from pen kit small to projects grand, Turner's warehouse making it stand, Amy by his side, the warehouse lady, reading comments, keeping it shady, Wednesday night, the show's live, wood chips fly, watch them thrive, risen flows, a vibrant hue, Turner's warehouse, me and you.
The Turner's warehouse lady, keeping it shady. There we go. Hello, hello. Hey everybody, hope you enjoyed that intro song. Is it still playing?
It's pretty good. In my brain.
It's the delay.
In my brain. It was still playing in my brain.
All right. Thanks to Jamie Page for the intro song. Jake, what's up? I see Jake in there. Emil, Jen. Looks like we got Darren.
Julian
right.
hasn't been in a while. What's up, Julian?
Jake, you know, you could have a song too. I'll talk to Jamie for you.
We got Dawn, Val, Jamie.
Excellent,
Cody,
excellent.
Ralph, Marquetta and Roman are in the house.
Marquetta and Roman.
It's
Marquetta, we'll see you next week.
Mr. Jim's birthday. Happy birthday, Jim. I think he left, but
Oh, he left already?
yeah, he's celebrating.
Everybody go to Jim Spalding's social medias and wish him a happy birthday. Tell him Turner's Warehouse wishes you a happy birthday.
Anita, Eric Brown.
All right. Hey, everybody. I'm Chad, Turner's Warehouse. If you're new to the chat or you're in the chat, let us know who you are and where you're from. If you are a first-timer, let us know you're a first-timer. We've got the Amy cam, which is today. What,
It's
Amy?
the Amy Daniel cam.
Amy and Daniel are moderating. So that should be fun. You know, it's real weird when you're over here on this side talking to the camera, but there's two people right like a foot to the side. So it's a bizarre thing. Let's see if this camera is on. Is that thing still on?
And everybody can hear me good, right? Yeah.
Let's see.
Darren says it's so unruly that the riffraff need 2 mods. That can't be good.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good thing, right?
No, it's because I can't keep up. It's real.
Double riffraff. So a couple of quick announcements. Amy, I will go to the full Amy cam. Go.
Yes, couple quick announcements. Tenon cutters back in stock. Woo! We also, because we're doing a stabilized wood project today, we are going to have stabilized wood on sale right now, 10% off, which is awesome. And we have all of our ornament kits, except for one that was out of stock anyway, because we've been having problems getting it. Those
Anything
are
else on sale?
On sale, 15% off. Give me a second, I'm getting there. We got the MicroClimateAir, 10% off. So if you want to pick one of those up, now is a good time. And Daniel can attest, he loves it. He wears it like pretty much every day when he's sanding.
Do you wear it every day?
Yeah, every day.
Nice.
Every day. All day, every day. And the ornament auction / event for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital is a go. So if you want to make an ornament and send it to us, we're going to put a link in the chat real quick here, and you can totally send an ornament in, and then all the proceeds, we'll have the auction in December, and I'm going to always talk about it, but send us an ornament. You can check out all of what you need to know in the link that we will provide in 1 second, because I can't multitask. And yeah, send us an ornament.
Did Michael time out the night bot or the bot?
He did.
Did he get you? Does he understand?
He might not.
Hey, Michael. Michael McEwen. What is it called, Daniel?
Nightbot?
Don't time out the Nightbot. That's our link provider that we're trying out. So it's not a person, but it is a link thing that we're using.
Oh,
so
that's actually very clever, because it said bot, and he's like, nope.
Yeah,
You know
good
why?
job, Michael.
Because Mr. Gold is on it.
Mr. Gold.
Boom.
Yeah, I think it's kicked out though now.
Oh,
It's
permanently?
Not working. No, it's just not working anymore. So you'll have to leave and come back in.
I did it. Should I do it again?
Yeah.
We're just trying out new things to make it easier on Amy. Okay, I left. Now I'm back. We'll see if it works.
Chris is in the chat. Jamie's in the chat. Ken Norwood's in the chat. Walt Archer is in the chat. Johnny
Hey,
Laycraft.
JP, thank you. JP threw up a super chat. Appreciate it.
No worries, Mr. Gold. No worries. I love that you're on top of
We
it.
should have told him about it. I totally didn't even think
Yeah,
about it.
We
Now
totally
it's
should've
not
told you.
going to work.
What do we do?
That's all right.
We just have to wait.
Oh,
It's timed out.
for
It's
how long?
okay.
I don't know, however long he timed it out for.
Oh, okay. You can't go in and like untime it.
I can't. Maybe.
It's okay.
It's
We'll try
totally fine. Yeah, it's totally fine. I think
Looks
those
like
are all
JP
my announcements, though.
JP Woodwork is number one. Way to go, JP
He just-
Woodwork.
I think he just super chatted.
Yeah, he's number one. All right, should we get to it? So this is we're gonna do a live stream on ornament turning today.
Oh, there it goes. Now it's going.
It's back.
Okay.
Oh, is it
It's-
like catching up now?
Yeah, now it's untimed out. Sorry.
You guys can totally count on us to have technical issues.
Yeah, sorry about those
So-
links. We wanted it to provide the link to the auction automatically, but we didn't tell Michael, so of course he blocked a bot, which is good, but it was our bot, so it did like 3 in a row. So hopefully it won't keep doing that. So,
Oops, and then I did a real one. Yeah, we're all over the place.
hey,
but
we'll get it.
We are trying out new things. So
It's very
Yep.
difficult when you're live to like go get a link and like type it in, and so we're just trying to help it ourselves out. Okay, so let's talk. Oh, Amy, any other announcements?
I don't think so.
Are you sure? What about next week?
Oh, yeah. Duh. Next week, we're going to be in Colorado. So Chad and I will be traveling. We're going to drive up to Colorado to go to the Rocky Mountain Symposium, Wood Turning Symposium. And it is on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It has an awesome lineup of turners. So if you are in Colorado in the Denver area or adjacent, you should totally check it out.
It's
They
in
even-
Loveland.
It's in Loveland, Colorado. Which I think is northwest of Denver.
I think it's like 45 minutes north.
Yeah, north. But it should be good fun. There's an ice cream social, which is really fun. There's like an ice cream truck that's coming to give everyone ice cream. So that's going to be awesome. The lineup of presenters is going to be super amazing. They have regional presenters and then like feature presenters, but they went with a theme this year of women in turning. Because a lot of times women are underrepresented. There's less women who turn probably than men. And so like it's all women turners, which is really cool. And we're jazzed about it. So we'll be up there working that show. We're going to stop and see some people on the way, shoot some videos. If you're up that way and you want to say hey, let me know.
And we are going to, on Thursday, to Trent Bosch's open house. That's before the show, so we hopefully will get some video clips there because I think they manufacture and do classes and stuff there. I had kind of promised a live stream next Wednesday. I'm gonna unpromise that, if
Thank
that's
you.
the word.
That's a good.
I'm gonna
good word.
reverse promise. There may or may not be a live stream. We're gonna try to do a video. We may have a turner lined up to show us his shop for like a video. That'll be really cool. Top-notch, world-class turner. So we may have that. We may try to pop in on Jason and Stu at Stuart Batty Tools, even though they aren't really ready for company because they're doing a lot of work to their shop. We may just stop anyway, but we'll see. So worst case is we'll have videos. I don't know that we'll have a live stream because honestly, I don't know where we'll be Wednesday because we're going to be in between a couple of places, going from middle Colorado to northern Colorado and whatever. I
Yeah.
hope we get to see Bob Franklin up there. There's a bunch of really great people in Colorado, so it's really cool.
And we got a question if we're coming to Ohio for the Mid
We are-
Ohio Valley. We are not.
Yeah, we're not going to Ohio. It's too close with SWAT, then the Colorado, which we're driving, then like the next week I think is Ohio, and it's just too much for us. We actually only plan to do SWAT this year, so the fact that we're doing a second one is pretty good for us because we're small team, and for two of us to be gone for a week to drive up there and drive back, it's tough. We are picking up some wood and some other stuff along the way to make it more worthwhile for all that time. Plus, we'll see if we can find some fish or something. I don't know.
I don't know if we're gonna have any time.
I don't know if
for
we'll
that.
have any time for that. We're gonna be driving
That
a
might
lot.
be like, oh, we're gonna have a live stream, and I'm like, we are.
Yeah, Amy was like, "Are you crazy? We're not having a
gonna go
live stream.
fishing." I'm
We
like,
don't even know
"Yeah,
where we'll
we're,
be."
Like jam packed with driving and showing
Yeah,
and
it's like 14 or 15 hours to Loveland from here, so it's a heck of a drive. We're gonna split it into 2 days. So anyway, let's get going. Let's talk ornament. Now, this is the reason we're doing this. Isn't because I particularly love to turn ornaments, because I don't. I would rather turn pens or bowls. That's my favorite things. But every year we should all turn ornaments for St. Jude,
yes.
right?
Yes.
St. Jude. So we thought it was a good opportunity to talk about Hollowforms, because I think every year you should try to step up your game and your ornaments, and you know, I'm going to do that this year at some point. Amy's going to do it, right? What'd you
An
turn last
ornament?
year?
I turned a mushroom.
And it got a lot of money, huh? It raised a lot.
I think Darren Field bought it because he's.
Oh,
liberated.
Darren Field.
I don't know if that's accurate though.
Somebody.
I remember being like, oh.
Amy's
oh
did
my-
really well, and I think it
He's-
might have been the most in the group from the shop here,
Maybe.
of the 3 or 4 of us that were here.
It was cool. It was like, well, I thought it was cool because it was the first mushroom I've ever turned. Because I actually don't have a chance to turn that often. So.
Yeah. So this year, everybody here will turn an ornament again for the auction. I may be knocking mine out right now, so we'll see how this goes. Although I got something in mind. I want to do kind of more of my style of like repurpose and steampunk. So I may turn something here for fun and then put it in, but I may do another one because I got something in mind that I think will be pretty cool. Daniel, you got yours in mind, right?
Yeah.
What are you making? Do you want to say?
I
Or is it
think-
a secret?
Not a secret. I think it's gonna be like either Pokemon or One Piece because I'm really into those.
Nice.
And I got a bunch of models that are like skeletons. So
Yeah, okay. Well, let's talk hollow. Anything from the chat before I begin, Amy?
Yeah,
Are we
Carrie
good?
says maybe I'll blow up some wood trying to hollow this year, and I'm like, yeah,
Maybe you will, Carrie.
but not blow it up, but like try a hollow.
I mean, you never know, right?
JP says we're going to Loveland, we're going to Paris. I wish we were going to Paris. Colorado though is the next best thing.
Paris would be
Loveland's
fun.
cool.
Paris would be good.
All right, so what I'm going to do is pull these inserts real quick so we can talk about. All right, you guys, you got to stall for me while I take these inserts out.
What'd you say, John? Sorry.
Stall for him.
Oh, stall.
You gotta stall.
Oh, yeah. So I think maybe Julian was asking, is it an in-person auction? So the way that the auction works is you guys have until November 14th to either bring in or send in your ornament to us. And then we spend a week or two processing all of those. We make a little video and a photo of each one, and then they all go up onto eBay. And it goes through eBay for charity. So anybody in the whole country, out of the country, wherever, can bid on the ornaments, which is awesome. This year we're gonna start every single ornament at $20, so we can like up the funds for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. And this year it's gonna run for 5 days. So it'll start on Giving Tuesday, which is December 2nd, and it'll run through Saturday the 6th. So it'll just be a 5-day auction this year, which in the past we've done 7 days, and we think 5 days might be the sweet spot. So we're gonna start the bids at $20, so then anybody anywhere can bid, and then if you win one of them, it gets sent to you in early December, like the following week, and if you're local, you can come pick it up, which is awesome for us, because a lot of times they're like full and we do a good job, especially Carrie in years past has done a really good job of shipping them to make sure that they arrive to their new homes in a good way.
We've had very little damage.
Not busted. I think every year I feel like I have to glue one But usually it's only like 1, sometimes 2 that like when they're shipped to us. But nobody's the wiser because I just glue it. And it's usually spots that were glued previously, I think, and then the glue comes loose. But anyway, it's a really, really cool event. I think last year we raised like $7,000, which was awesome when it was all said and done.
Did you tell them the goal for this year?
I would love to hit 10. Like, I really would love to hit 10 this year. I said that last year, though.
I think, honestly, we need a bigger goal. We need a big donor. We should try to hit 1 million.
That'd be awesome.
If every ornament hit 10,000, that would only take like
There you go.
1,000 ornaments.
There you go. So, yeah, the only kind of rules about it is that it's turned on a lathe. So we want things that are turned on a lathe. But there's multiple categories. So you can do, if you're a youth turner, that's its own category. If you are a beginner, that's its own category, because you can like enter categories. And then generally our sponsors and our vendors, and if you're watching and you want to sponsor in some way, reach out to me. That'd be awesome, because then we like give prizes to the winners. Easywood Tools, which Chad is going to use them today. He's going to use some hollowing tools from Easywood Tools. Has been like an amazing sponsor for us in the past. Record Power, stainless bottle stoppers. Like we have amazing sponsors every year. But so categories: youth, beginner, wood, resin, hybrid, expert. And I always tell people, like, if you're an expert, you know you're an expert. Those are usually Hollowform and like really, really nice. And then we added 2 new categories last year that we're going to keep this year, which is tabletop and a pen category. So if you can do a pen that is holiday themed in some way, we just ask it be holiday themed, so it's not just like a pen. Holiday or St. Jude themed, I guess. So yeah, so those are the categories, and then we raffle prizes, and if we have a sponsor who sponsors each category, then we have prizes in each category for like whoever wins. And generally we bring in some outside judges to come in and pick their favorite ornaments, and those are the people that win that category.
Nice.
Did
Very
I stall
good.
for you long enough?
Yeah, I only
Probably
need
too
like
long.
10 seconds.
Sorry.
Look like you need to measure that.
Are these
Oh my gosh.
these finger calipers? Hold on just a sec here. I can measure that right up with these finger calipers. That's hilarious. Why are finger stuff and like little hands so funny?
That's pretty great.
These are like the coolest calipers ever. These are about, oh, these are metric, Jamie. Sorry. 51 millimeters. That's pretty great. Daniel just handed me these. That's funny.
That's amazing.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Get out the calipers, people. All right, well, let's begin. Let's start talking ornaments. We're going to do a hollow form today, or a hollow ornament. I don't know if it's a form. I guess anything that's a form is a form. I don't know if that's right. But anyway, we're going to use the Easywood tools. These are the Easywood midsize, number 1, number 2, and number 3. And you can see different straight to curvier. That's the technical term. And we're going to look at this right now. But let me quickly show you an overhead of a hollow form. So what we're doing with ornaments is, you know, you typically want something light and small like this. And hey, did that blow out too much with that light on? Like this front shot? Is that too?
It's a little bright.
A little bright? Okay. What if I... That might be better. There we go. That's probably better. Okay, so you might want a cool bulb like this, like something bigger, but if it's full of wood, it's going to be too heavy for the tree, because ideally you're thinking like we're making ornaments that you'll hang on a tree or hang on something. So this particular one is light as a feather because it's hollow. And what we have here is an example of this that we cut open. So you can see this is on its side this way. So if I turn it, you'll see the top with a little decoration in the opening, and then the bottom where you might put a finial or something else. So you could put a finial on one side coming down, and then another something with a hook on the top side. So this could be the body that you add other parts to. And that's what's kind of fun about this. Now this, looking at this from the side view, makes it a lot easier to see what these tools are intended for. So this is the number 1 hollower. Uh-oh. I get to use the bed here. Hold on. Pause. Get the tailstock out of the way. It's so fun. Okay, that should be enough. So, looking at this, this is our number 1. So once we've got a hole, which we could either drill or turn, that's the size of our hole, you can see the number 1 goes straight, right? So it will then be able to work the bottom over to essentially the side. So you're working this section with this straight tool. Now you can take all this material in the way out with this tool, which is the bulk. So you can see by the time I get this straight all the way in, I've removed the bulk of this material and I can go all the way to the bottom. So there's not a whole lot left past this. So this tool, the number 1, can do the bulk of the removal. But what you would end up with if you only did that part is this top side would be real thick and heavy, right? So then we can come in with the number 2, which you'll feed in the hole, and it's a lot easier when it's cut open, but don't do that. I'll get that in a minute. And then you can do the sides here. So it's essentially like here to here is the sweet spot, right?
The bed extension.
And then the really curved, so there's the 2 to the 3. And we can really get right in around the corner here. So we're going to feed this in, and then we're going to come right around the corner. Now this is a little big for this particular one, so I'd have to almost be back a little. And you can't see with that view, but I had to move the tool back here to kind of allow it in there. Because my only opening is that little hole that's the size of my finger. So I have to feed this through that hole. Does that make sense? Was that helpful over seeing the overhead of where these tools go? Because you really can hollow your form out nicely. Now for ornaments like this, the mid-size is probably on the large size. I think we had a mini set and I loaned it to someone. Do we have a problem?
No, we have a question.
Oh, what's the question?
I can't remember. What lathe is that?
It's the 3040, right?
This is the Rikon 3040. Yeah, it's a 3-horse beast. Bowl beast is what I would say this thing is. Perfect for micro ornaments like this. You really need a huge lathe.
It's really good for pens.
Really great for pens. It works fine for everything, but it's just funny to do this little stuff on here, but it works.
I'm going to link it in the chat. People are asking.
Oh, cool. 3040 great lathe. If you are going to get one, please order it through us because we would appreciate that. All right, back to it though. So this is the medium set. EasyWood makes 3 or 4, at least 3 sizes, the mini, the medium, and the full size. The full size are even bigger. I may have one I can show you. I don't remember. No. But the minis, which is funny because I swear I had a set that I loaned out. If I loaned you a set of minis, I have forgotten who you are, but if you remember, please bring them back. But anyway, the mediums work fine, but you could see they're just a little big for this tiny little bulb. But I don't really need number 3 because number 1 and 2 will do this whole thing. If it was a little bigger, that number 3 would really wrap around the corner, the inside of the top of this. So it works really nice. All right, so let's do that. Let's mount this thing up. Any other questions?
I don't think so.
Okay. So I'm actually going to leave this open a little bit. So I'm not actually turning this because this is our demonstration piece that we cut in half. Now, one thing to note.
Oh, it's just going to be like, what piece of wood did you pick?
I picked this green one.
Nice.
It's green maple burl. It has a lot of chatoyancy, but it's hard to see probably from the distance. But once we turn it and put a little polish on it, you'll see it looks amazing. We have some really amazing dyed stabilized woods right now, so if you're wanting to do this, it's a great time to take a look.
Yeah. And all of the stabilized stuff is on the special. So
Yeah, all of it's 10% off.
All the pen blanks, all of the like larger blanks. Nice.
What? How would you do it? So
You would have bent down.
now, one thing you may want to keep in mind, if you're doing this like this was a piece of, I think, walnut or cherry, I can't remember. Looks like it could be either because it's kind of old. But if you're using stabilized, this stuff is not cheap, so you don't necessarily want to have a big hunk that's like no use. So what I can do is I can put this in and hold it and turn an ornament off the end and then not waste it and turn another one and another one. I could probably easily get 3 or 4 out of here. If I'm doing all this, I could probably get 5. 1. I could easily get 4, maybe 5. So I'm not going to burn this whole block for one ornament. I'm going to just use what I need, and then I'll hold the block for the rest. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill a hole in first like this. And what that'll allow me is I can see from my outside shape where I want to hollow. And then I have a certain size when I go to put a finial or something on it later, a hook or a ring, and then we can use that. And I'm using the drill bit size doesn't really matter. I really just grabbed the first one. 10.5. Metric again, Jamie. Gosh, those guys are all over. Those Brits. How's the chat going today?
Good.
Good?
Yeah.
Did Jim Spalding come back? It's his birthday.
No, he's celebrating with his daughter. So
Oh,
he
good
came
for him.
To, like, say hello to everyone, and then he's out celebrating.
Oh, that's
Which
awesome.
is good. You don't want to. You
No,
don't
no.
want to be. You want to be out celebrating.
Oh, I don't need
So
this
just
yet.
so everyone again knows in the chat, the Nightbot, that's us. It was our way to do links quicker than having to like go find the link.
Go hunt them down.
So you can click those links. They're not
The
like it's not a
Nightbot.
bot. It's us.
Classic Nightbot. All right. Well, you know, here's a good thing. So I should have looked at this before I took these off.
Jamie says, "Is Nightbot Daniel's burner account?"
Yes.
Who said that?
JP.
Nightbot is actually Jamie Page. No, we're just kidding. Nightbot is actually David Hasselhoff. He just is undercover. Night Rider, Nightbot.
Legit. Now I have the Knight Rider song stuck in my head.
What's the Night Rider song?
Thanks a lot. You don't. Come on.
I don't remember it.
Is there even words? I thought it was just like a melody.
How does it go, Amy?
I don't.
Something like that. Yeah.
Amy knows, but I actually met David Hasselhoff when I was like 10 years old. It was a pretty big deal. He was in Lake Havasu shooting a movie.
We watched that movie this year, or last, probably.
It was last year.
We
It was
probably
terrible.
watched- It was really good.
It was
terrible in a really good way.
Yeah, if you guys want to watch an old bad movie that's fun to watch because it's so bad, it's called Terror at London Bridge.
It was horrible.
And it was shot it had to be the 80s because I was like this old.
See, Mark Hanna knows. Do-do-do-do.
Terror at London Bridge. We watched it on Amazon. You guys should let us know if you actually watch it. It's pretty bad. Okay.
Darren says, chat feels slow without Myra to argue with.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Darren, that Myra's not here. She's so fun. All right, so we're just
I
going to put a
feel-
little 10 in, huh?
Did you tell me that the idea for those finger calipers came from Darren?
Oh yeah, it did.
Yeah. I feel like Darren and Myra are the riffiest of the rafts.
They're like King Riff Raff. Or the leader riffraff?
The leader riffraffs, because we've gotten random things in the mail from both of them.
Yeah, they are to blame for a lot of
Hilarious.
things. Hey, one thing I'll tell you guys about this lathe, because it is still fairly new to us. This tailstock weighs a ton. And at first it was very awkward because every time you went to move it, you were like hooking it and trying to pull it. But now that we're used to it, we actually really like that the tailstock is so heavy because it doesn't move. I can slide it up to center drill stuff for like drilling later. And I mean, you can't shake this thing, it's so heavy. So I'll put it up there and center drill without even locking it down here or on the quill. It's pretty amazing. So there is an advantage to having heavyweight stuff, and that's one of them. But it is a lot of work, like in the meantime. All right, back to it then. I'm gonna put a little tenon on this. I should probably wear glasses in case this thing flies. Don't have a handle. So I'm gonna put it in this Victory chuck. Oh, what do you have this set on? Not fast, that's good.
Chris says stability rules.
Yeah, stability is great. I'm actually gonna, so here's a good thing. This is the Victory Versalock chuck, and I didn't use it to like promote it, I just have been using it a lot. I even see Daniel picks this one a lot out of all the chucks we have, so it's been a good thing. But it has these long jaws for these inserts, which I'm gonna use to hold the Hollowform when I turn it around. But for right now, I'm gonna use, because I've got this long piece, and I'm only gonna use, say, like this much of it, I'm gonna cut my dovetail a little higher, like right here. So I'll round this whole thing and cut the dovetail up a little bit, and that'll give this the chance to go inside the jaws because they're taller. So normal dovetail jaws would be about half or less of this. But because these are the insert jaws, they're taller, and that'll give me more wood holding surface area, if that makes sense. Should make sense. All right. Amy, what are you laughing at?
Nightmare Ninja said, is that the UK bot, JP Woodward?
Because he was like, he said bippity bot.
Oh, I thought you were calling him the UK bot, which I thought was funny.
JP Woodwork is our UK bot, yeah.
Fish and chips bot. Hi, Sarah.
What?
I was just saying hi to Sarah, just joined the chat. Chitty chitty bang bang bot.
So we're not quite round yet. We'll take a look here. Yeah, you can already see this grain popping out. So that'll be pretty nice. We don't have to use traditional tools. We could use carbide. This is a big piece, but we'll use this little mini. I'm gonna throw my PowerCap on. I shouldn't have too much dust on you guys here, but if you need it,
I came prepared. Do you have yours?
I'm good.
it'll just be a sec.
Safety first.
Real men breathing dust.
Whoa, I popped it.
Kind of far from there.
I was trying to go a little fast and I think it jumped. Oh yeah, look at that.
Oh.
Clean out of the,
Yeah.
oh boy, look at
You're
that.
doing off center, right?
Yeah, it looked like an off-center turning. Well, I was trying to get away with this.
That's good.
This is an easy wood insert in this chuck, But I don't know, maybe maybe my tailstock wasn't locked.
He's wearing his PowerCap.
That's funny.
I'm not trying to blow green snot. Chad
So-
definitely is not trying to blow green snot.
A couple of funny things just happened when that jumped. I thought it came loose here, which it did, but not because anything came loose here. I had just talked about this tailstock. I had moved it up and not locked it down.
Oh.
So it was literally loose the whole time I was turning that. That's kind of crazy. Not recommended and not intentional. So anyway,
Well, that just goes to show.
it goes to show how heavy that thing is.
Yeah.
But now it is locked. And it's going a lot faster. All right, and we're just gonna put a little, I think we're round. We're gonna put a little dip in here for the dovetail.
Can we rename the bot?
Yeah, but we have to give it its own account and then
I think that'll be enough.
let that be a mod. There's like, it's a really convoluted way to do it.
Interesting.
All right.
Just to be clear, if we renamed it, it would be Turner's Warehouse Bot, not Jessica Alba.
Oh,
Are you
I
guys
was
still
gonna
talking
name
about
it
bots?
Riffraff Bot.
Oh, that'd be good.
You guys bot chatting?
Well, everyone's very consumed by the bot.
Last week was Chit, this week is the bot.
What is the bot doing is it chatting with everyone?
No, it's not doing anything.
What if it starts like having a mind of its own and it's like, hey Myra, it's me, the bot. Or hello Darren, I see you're chatting with Myra. That'd be pretty good, right?
I can set up some weird things like that.
Does anybody wonder, like, will we get to a point where there's just a bunch of bots in the chat and we don't even know it? They're all just chatting with us?
Well, no, because a lot of these people we know, we have met them in person.
Well, no, I understand that right now, but down the road, like if there's like 200 people chatting in the chat, could half of them be bots?
Yes.
Yeah, so there's
That's freaky, right?
Well, they constantly do that on like Instagram and other things where they'll do like they'll get rid of all the bots and then like people's followers will go down like by half.
I forgot that doesn't go all the way through. I'm gonna have to turn it just a little bit less. Oh, here, what we can do is,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Says
it's-
we need to keep doing more live streams with this lathe for working out the kinks. And I'm like, yeah, that's what we're doing it pretty much every time we live. Chris says always appreciate seeing what not to do first.
well, yeah, there's there's working out the kinks, and then there's forgetting to lock the tailstock.
But it almost feels like you have to get the tailstock in a certain position so that the quill like sits in the right position, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Rob
that
says,
could
Are
be.
you sure we aren't already bots? And I appreciate that comment because sometimes I feel
Yeah, we don't know who is or isn't a bot right now.
Harold says, you know you made it when all the bots show up. At least
That's true.
what happens on my Twitch streams. I felt honored when that happened.
Yeah, we don't have enough attention to that the bots need to bother with us.
Harold, are you doing turning on Twitch? Or are you gaming on Twitch?
All right, so I just cut a little for my dovetail groove here because these have a nice little dovetail at the end that I'm able to put the groove in. So that wood is still usable, but I mean, that's rock solid, right? I don't think I need a tail stock, but we'll see. I can really pull on the whole thing.
The turning test or the Turing test? That was a good joke.
All right. Well, I'm going to leave this out.
Am I the only one who got that? That was a good joke.
I didn't hear the joke because I was over here. All right. So what we want to do, we're going to use this end, and we're going to make this kind of about the same. We're going to use this as like a guide. We're going to make it about the same, because then we could turn, like, this is green, we could turn like a cool black finial or some other dyed if we wanted. So that'll be our guide. I'll leave that right there. Let's put a little drill mark in here. And I happen to have a little center drill in a drill chuck.
So in the chat, they're talking about, you know, you're a bot if you bleed green. And then Darren said, nobody makes me bleed my own blood, which made me very happy.
Nobody
that's a
makes
really
me
funny
bleed my
movie
own blood.
reference.
Is that from Dodgeball?
Yeah.
It's my personal reflection period. Personal reflection period. All right.
He's such a funny character.
I just want to go through about what we're doing here. So I don't even have this turned on. I'm just going to eyeball the size and about, whoa, don't worry about that,
That's cool, Harold.
where that is.
I think you need the fingers.
The fingers would help, wouldn't they?
Clearly.
Not ideal, the fingers. All right, so we're going to go about that deep.
That's true. Ken says you don't tighten the tailstock anyway. You lock it down.
Yeah, locking it is a good idea.
Flinty Boy says, good to know I'm not the only one who has tailstock issues occasionally. It's legit. We've all done it, I think. Who's asking who's Steve the Pirate? Jamie?
Look at that smoke.
Jamie, if you haven't watched
Okay.
Dodgeball, you need to go watch Dodgeball.
Oh man, Dodgeball and Terror at London Bridge now, 2 movies.
Terror at London Bridge.
Hey,
like,
Jamie, you'll appreciate Terror at London Bridge because it's the London Bridge from London.
if you watch that, that's on you. But we laughed a lot. But we know all of the like places around Havasu, and Chad had stories of when they filmed it. It's really bad. What is that?
A little air blower.
That's awesome.
All right, we're going to round this thing over.
Did it work well?
It works pretty nice. I'm going to
could
throw
dodge
some
a
tailstock support on here for rounding this. Because I'm just going to grab a roughing gouge.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a piece of wood flying off the lathe at you.
That's legit. All right, so we just put a little edge on there. We'll go ahead and round this up.
Also, speaking of Mr. Jim's birthday, we are 10 days away, I think, from Mr. Gold's 50th wedding anniversary.
Whoa.
I think. Is that right, Michael? Because today's the 10th. Oh! Today's the 10th. My daughter just
Greg and Shelly just hit 45.
That's awesome.
Didn't you say Carrie's birthday is this week too, or this month?
Carrie's birthday is this month.
Nice.
I think I know what it is, but I'm not going to say it out loud in case I'm wrong.
Well, that's Carrie's story to tell.
It's later in the month.
All right. Looking good. That's good. That'll work.
Yeah, he says, yep, 10 days away.
Cool. That's really cool. Okay, so We already drilled this. We're gonna turn it this direction because this is the wider opening. That's the narrower. So we want it about, we'll call it right there. Looks good. All right, so we can shape this however we want. We'll kind of mimic that one a little bit. All right.
See, Jen knows.
Yeah.
People are talking about gravy. I don't know. I missed it. But then Jen said, all of this is making me hungry for Southern cooking. And then I was like, yes, it's all about the fried okra. Fried okra is like, good fried okra. So good.
All right, so first thing I'm gonna do is mark my line.
I can't wait to tell you later about the philosophy joke that was in there.
You can't what?
Oh, like, somebody said the turning test, and I was like, the Turing test. And it was a philosophy joke. And I laughed real hard, but I don't think anybody else was like laughing.
Oh yeah, you definitely.
It's just like the Turing test, I think, is the philosophy of, it's like a thought exercise about how would someone know if they were talking to AI.
Okay.
So it is relevant to the whole bot thing. And I thought whoever said that in the chat was like making a joke about the Turing test, but they were like, it's the turning test. Or it auto-corrected to turning because Turing? I don't know. Philosophy. AI. Thoughts.
Okay.
Turing test. Yes. See? Harold knows. He has mobile.
Okay. So it's like the rules in iRobot.
I don't remember, but I remember I really liked that movie.
I think it was iRobot.
It was basically, I think, if I remember correctly, about the AI being able to trick humans into thinking that they were talking to a human and not talking to AI.
So I'm not trying to get too close to my hole. Remember, my hole goes through. But I want to kind of shape it a little bit more open at the bottom and wider at the top. And this thing throws nice shavings off. Looks like Christmas in here.
It looks really cool.
And this will give me that room to cut off at the back when I'm all done. What'd you say?
I said it looks really cool. And then
Oh,
Chris
good.
is asking, why would you use a square carbide and not round?
You can use either. There's no reason. I actually didn't have a round in my reach, so I grabbed a square and a diamond. So I'm using, these are the record carbide, which they're like really robust steel. So they're a little firmer. So like with this square, I can push across the corner like I would do with a bowl gouge and just cut the corner off. And then I can come back with the diamond here and kind of shape along the side. Because this is flat on the bottom, I can kind of pivot it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that is like a nice feature of those.
So it just makes it easier for me to hold it flat.
As long as his heart grows 3 sizes.
As long as what?
They're saying you're turning into the Grinch because you're getting covered in green.
Yeah.
And then somebody said, ooh, so that's how Grinches are born. And then I said, as long as your heart grows 3 sizes.
Here, I found the round. So this is the round, and it's all round, so you can curve it. I'm gonna pull it back a little bit.
The Grinch was an awesome guy.
So you can use the round very nicely.
Anita also, or the Wicked Witch of the West. But also, if you read or watch Wicked, there's the like other side to that.
See, I want to be able to reach in. So this diamond gives me that reach around in that narrow spot.
Are you gonna make this one with a finial thread?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the intent of this particular one. So I'm trying to make it similar to this shape, to where it's wider up here and narrower coming down. I think that's pretty good.
It's nice. It looks good.
So we can get rid of this for a minute. It does look very green, doesn't it? It's a very festive turning. This will show. Oh man, my smock's ruined. Oh, I'm not quite round. But now you can see the grains and stuff starting to pop out. So this is when the stuff gets really good, is you get those burls and grains and dark and light, and although that might look cool to leave it flat spot. Nah.
No.
And he's like, no way. No flat spot.
Not at all.
Maybe the wood will just tell me what it wants. So actually, I'm going to clean up that flat spot before I take away the tailstock, because even though this is really solid, anytime you can have support on the tailstock here, you want to. Now, you probably can't see it, maybe. It's a little ugly on the top here because when we had it flipped around and it jumped, it like scratched up the surface. But we're going to take away that anyway. So it shouldn't be a big deal. All right.
Chris from Far West is in the chat. He says, hello, my wife and I are discussing what we want to make for the auction.
Yeah, I hope we get a lot of good ornaments. Let me give some advice to anyone new or even not new. A lot of people think, hey, I'll make 20 ornaments and send them in. But it's better if you make one really amazing ornament and take the time you would have taken to make 20 and make one, because 20 for us is 20 shippings and 20 videos and 20 listings. It'd be better to have quality versus quantity, would you say, Amy, or no?
Yeah.
Am I totally off base here?
Yeah. A lot of people make multiples though, and that's fine. But like, definitely send in your best, because it'll help.
I guess that's a better way to say it. If you make multiples, make sure they're not just for the sake of multiples, but they're good. You know, 20 simple ornaments is nice, but if they don't get good bids, then it's kind of the whole point of this is raising money for St. Jude. Yeah. So honestly, we don't care if it's 1 or 10. We just want to raise the most money, and generally a better quality, like something you're proud of that you share with people and promote and whatever, is better.
That being said though, like my best last year was very simple. That was my best.
Do you have the size of the blank that you started with?
Yeah, I can tell you what it is.
Anita says her husband is going to make one out of deer antler.
It's like a 2x2. 2x2 by probably 8. But there's varying sizes you can pick up if you want them smaller or larger. I wasn't meaning to discourage anyone. I'm just saying, like, I would think it's better to get a bigger bid on your ornament than have more average ones. Whoa!
It's all about, like, sharing it, I think, and like letting your network know about it, and like that's the biggest part, and having fun.
Yeah, in the past we focused a lot on like prizes and this and that, and like we're not going to focus on that at all because that's not the intent, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Like we hope there are prizes, but we're not going to like make it the only reason to do it.
Yeah. Yes, it absolutely could be a pack of 3 if they're simple, like a matching set. Like, to be clear, like my plan for what I want to do this year is like a set. So, but it's like a set. It's totally fine. Lots of people send in multiples, and it's totally fine.
Oh man, I scuffed it a little. That was
Anything
quite a
that you
jump
send
I
is
made.
great, 'cause, like, it's one more thing that we'll put up for auction. And actually, matching sets I feel like do well generally.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is going to be for St. Jude, yes. For the children's hospital.
Kind of changed my shape a little.
Ooh, Jake says he has a plan.
Who does?
Jake?
He
Jake's
is the
last
man
year
with the
was really
plan.
cool.
Hey, who's got bid higher, Jake's or Rebecca's?
I don't remember. They were both way up there, though.
They were both super high, and for good reason. Jake has a great loyal following, and Rebecca is like a crazy good artist. So they both had good reason to be up there. Jake, did you win last year for the most bids? Not that that was a win or lose thing, but it's fun.
He says Marquetta.
Marquetta.
Oh, maybe he's talking about something
Oh,
else.
Rebecca. Oh, he must be talking about something else. Okay, so there we go. That's good. Oh, that looks nice. We got some cool
When we say
grain.
something, usually it's about 30 seconds later that.
Oh yeah, I was probably moving on too much.
Oh no, you're good.
I will continue to move on. Okay.
Well, we are in the land that we are in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I know. I'm.
Land of the Lost.
It's probably. Is it lagging more than normal today, or pretty normal?
No, it's fine.
normal.
Hey, you wouldn't grab me that black 6-inch tool rest, would you? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that was a Stuart Batty tool you just used, right? The scraper.
Yeah.
Everybody's talking about it.
Yeah, that last tool was the 2.5-inch scraper. Whoo, it's nice.
Jake says, "Don't insult me, Chad."
That was not an insult. That was a super compliment.
It was an awesome one.
Insult would be like, Jake, you're funny looking. That's a good zing, right? I can't think of anything else. All right, let's try this out. We're gonna flatten that off first. There it is. Ooh, I'm way high. So that's a little flat on the top there. So let's give it a little more curve.
I think this one's gonna be really good, Chad. I'm liking how it's coming out.
Oh, good. So we're gonna try to, a little low. This thing is so thin. See, that vibration is from not having a tailstock. Boy, that thing wants to grab. Wants to grab hold. And maybe a little too low. But that's all I wanted to do, was just give it a little curve. Little curve. Okay. So now we can go in. Oh, we need to mark this. Because we
If
don't...
you had a catchphrase, what would it be?
What?
If you had a catchphrase, what would it be?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I don't
Nailed
feel
it.
like... I'm not like a catchphrase person.
He does say nailed it a lot,
A lot.
actually.
I only say that if I nail it.
That must mean
So
you
we
nailed
want
a lot.
all this to go away. The black. That'll be our...
Zinga.
well, that's the best
That's
view.
awesome.
So this will all be open and then hollow. So this won't have a lot of space. I mean, this is small. I don't know. I wonder if it's easier to do smaller ones than larger. So we'll take this numero uno.
I really like that tool.
Yeah, it's pretty great. Oh, too high. And we'll come back just a hair. We'll see if this will work. The problem is this is so small that this bottom, I might run into the wood. Well, let me see if I can curve it a little. I might run into the wood before the tool clears this on the bottom side, but we'll see.
Say that again?
Well, like, I'm starting with a little tiny hole, so I'm cutting on the side, but this tool hangs down, say, 3/8 of an inch.
Oh.
It's like something stuck on it. Probably from that rock you were turning the other day.
I can tell you, every time I use that tool,
Man, it is caked.
I chipped things.
Amy went to a class for the local club and turned an off-center mushroom, but I swear they gave her something like harder than ironwood. It's like a rock.
Well, in all fairness, they didn't give it to me. I picked it, but I picked it because I thought it had pretty grain. But it actually, I guess I didn't really pay attention at the time, but it is a very heavy piece of wood.
Even turned, it weighs a ton.
Very heavy. And I had a lot of catches.
So what I was saying is,
I learned something.
I can cut in on the side, but as I cut inward, I'm going to hit the bottom of this tool on the bottom of my circle. So I got to kind of tilt it a little to clear it. But I think I can tilt it just enough to make the hole bigger. Because remember, I drilled that 10 millimeter hole all the way through.
In the chat, Bazinga was suggested, but then switch it to Chadzinga.
No way. Not a chance.
You're gonna stick with nailed it?
What?
You're gonna stick with nailed it?
No, I'm sticking with nothing. So what I'm doing is just going into that hole and then over and back, like that motion,
That's cool.
to kind of clear it out. A lot of this, you're kind of just feeling the way around. Just kind of getting an eyeball for how deep the hole is. See, I'm rubbing my tool bottom on the inside here, so I'm gonna have to come over.
Kind of suspenseful.
And remember, where's my...
Just because, like, you can't see where the edge of the tool is.
Remember, we're doing this right here. So we're going in and coming over, and then out, and then in and over. And this tool can go almost all the way to the corner, depending on how wide I make the opening. And I've got it a little smaller than this right now, but I'm going to just keep going with it. See, I rub the tool there if I go straight in. And you can see all the chips coming out. And then you want to kind of get an eye on it every now and then, right? Make sure it looks right.
That thing looks like a...
I wish it just like turned off and on as you touched it, because you have to like hold the button to turn it on. So, I mean, I've not removed a whole lot. And what I can do is kind of give myself a little visual here. This is a tiny little thing.
Does that thing have a light on it?
That blower thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it did. It's weird. I wouldn't pick that one if I were going to get one again. You have to hold the button to turn it on, and then you have to hold the button to turn it off.
Yeah,
I just want to turn it on for a sec, let it go. Like
Yeah.
on and off, on and off. Okay, so there's my line. That should give everyone a visual of how deep I need to go. I guess that's what I do. Just like turn it off and on. All right, let's see if we can see in with this camera.
Marquetta agrees. She has one like that, and she says it's clumsy with the press and hold.
Yeah, it should just go on and off. Whoa, look at that. That's not what I was trying to do. That is very hard to see in. Okay, my bad. Wrong camera view, people. You win some, you lose some.
I don't know. It looks pretty all right.
So I can see where I'm at with my finger depth gauge. And I'm almost to the bottom. Pretty close. So I need to start working on the side, and then I can grab the other tool and cut this way. And I've got enough material out that I'm not hitting anything. So you can see I'm getting nice shavings. Down in there.
Are you going by feel or the sound or?
Well, here. So now I've got a hole all the way through, so that doesn't count. But there's where I'm at. You can use that line as reference. I'm just to the side of my hole on the bottom. So I'm about right there at the bottom portion. So I'm just going by feel. I'm kind of just, I know where my tool length is. See, when I go to the side, I don't think I can even pick this up on any camera. When I go to the side, what's happening is I'm trying to come this way, and the hole is small enough that when I go this way, the side of the hole here, the round part on the outside, pushes on my tool. So then I can't move up or down because it's rubbing on this corner. So that's where you start to run into a little trouble as far as getting on the side here. Now I can go straight into a certain spot and down the bottom and across. And you can see the shavings coming out nice. And they flow out of there. So now I should have good depth. Yeah, feels pretty good. And really it's like the side is just straight and then it rounds to the bottom. So it's looking pretty good as far as what we want. It's pretty thin on the sides too.
How many people who are in the chat or watching like make Hollowforms? or like do hollow work like this.
Or do you do it like me, like once a year for ornaments? All right, so now we're going to take the number 2, which is the less curved of the curvy bobs. And this will be a good visual. So we have this, and we're going to come in here and clean up these sides as much as my hole size will allow. If your tool's too big for the hole, it's going to rub when you get up close, and you're not going to be able to make the corner. So like to make that, look how far past the hole my tool would have to go. So I'd either have to use the next size or a smaller one of these that's not as wide. This is really tall because you don't want it to be thin. It'll vibrate too much. You need that strength when you're wrapping around, but it also will get in your way on small stuff. These are just the wrong choice, but they're the choice I have. Woo! I was not holding tight. So I'm going to hook it in there. I'm just going to gently make my way into the side. And I want to meet up with my other cut on the side. So I've come in. So let me explain what I've done. I've come in, and I'm trying to go like this to meet up with what I cut down here. And actually I can see, looking in the hole, I can see I made a round cut nicely there. Oh, get some, blow the dust out.
Pat says
So-
this is cool, or that is cool.
So other than the dust, I don't know if you can see.
Oh,
But
Chad, you're breathing that.
whew,
Did you put your...
ah, fresh air. Power respirator. I actually sprayed dust all over the cameras. Okay.
Jamie says bring the tool rest back a bit so the tool rest is sitting on the flat of the tool.
See,
It won't
Jamie
twist
knows.
you then.
Well, I was on the flat, Jamie, because this is all flat, but I'll do that because Jamie does this a lot. But I don't know if we can see from this one. No, probably not.
That's funny.
There's a step inside there where my two tools are meeting. Here, let's try it. Last time we were able to get some bright light in there. Nope, doesn't go inside. Bummer. All right, so we'll pull that back a little.
You'd like a micro camera on the end of your tool.
You know, it might work. I also boogered up that when I spun that tool in there. I boogered up my outside here. But it's bummer because I can see it real good from my spot, but not from your guys. So where that straight tool went in and hollowed the bottom, I literally have a step right where this one hasn't met up with it yet. So looking at the bottom down in the ornament, I can see my spot where I want it to go.
Darren, are you still in the chat? Jen just texted and she said you gotta call out Darren for no dad joke on his order.
Oh yeah, Darren, Jen said she was not going to be able to fulfill your order because there was no dad joke on it.
She's like, I put it in the chat, but I don't think you saw it.
She said it was a security risk that it wasn't you because there was no joke. All right, I think I just met up with my other line. Let's see. I could kind of feel when I went off the little edge. Yeah, it feels pretty good. So it hooked in quite nicely for not being the number 3. Yeah,
Nobody
yeah,
makes
yeah.
me tell my own dad joke.
What?
It's so great. Jen fits right in with us riffraff. We have such a good team.
All right, let's get one more little spot
Good
here.
night, Lawrence.
So I'm pretty hooked in.
Yeah. Robert is asking, does a birdhouse count as a hollow form?
Sure.
Absolutely.
So, you know, you kind of have to match the outside of your hollow when you do it. So you're kind of stuck with that shape.
Jen says Mike approved it before I could stop him for the security risk.
Oh, nice. So I'm going to clean up this edge because I actually put that marker.
Oh, yeah. Eric says you need one of Cindy Drozda's tool rest lights.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That is actually a really good idea. And you know what? I bet we'll see her at Rocky Mountain because she's up there in Colorado.
I think she's a demonstrator.
Yeah, I think so.
Let's see here.
Birdhouses always do really well in the auction as well, I think. They always
Yeah,
get
I think
good
they do.
bids. Yeah.
Let's see if I got rid of all that marker. I got one little check on the corner here. It could have been my tool jumping, or it could be like softwood, I don't know, but it looks fine. We're gonna cover that with a finial or something. So I think we're okay to take this off.
That looks really good, Chad.
Oh, thank you. Now, the question will be, I have to make this wide enough to fit these inserts, which is a bummer. Ooh, I might have to make it a little wider. My smallest chuck holding ability is not that small. So I'm going to open this up a tiny bit. Oops. Got a guide here. Darn, I think I'm still
Oh,
way
no.
too big. What?
Brian Dugan was on your YouTube and was chatting, but didn't see us
Oh no.
because it was like, sorry about that. He has like a large following, so we were like, let's see if we can direct people over here.
So this
Jamie?
is bigger than I wanted, but I'm gonna have to use my inserts to hold this. What now?
Jamie says, could you use a jam chuck?
I could, but I don't want to. It's way too logical.
Good night, Jen. You rock. Thank you Ed, for everything.
Jen's out of here.
Yeah.
I can't wait till Jamie tells us what he thinks of Terror at London Bridge. I'm going to super chat you on the next Saturday morning cartoon so you can watch Terror at London Bridge. We got to get it done. All right. Hopefully that hole's big enough because I don't want to make it any bigger. It's like a bowl practically. So
Yeah.
we're going to take this off. Is it still going?
Yeah, but the gimbal's not moving.
No, I turned the gimbal off earlier because it was like kind of awkwardly. So it's just static. Is that all right?
Yeah, it's running.
Oh. We could turn the gimbal on maybe. I don't know how. I don't remember. Now you got to remember when you're separating this, there's a hole through it. So I don't have to go all the way through the wood like normal. So I'm going to hold it. Unless I didn't drill the hole deep enough. Nope, there it is.
Anita Ball says Jamie is the terror at London Bridge.
Yeah, right. Let's look here. Okay, so it's a little bigger here than I wanted, but because of what we're going to mount it on, I had to. But it actually got pretty hollow. Hopefully you can see that it went around the corner and in like we expected. So this is still very usable, even though it's really weird looking and ugly. This is still really good stabilized, so we'll hold on to that. We're going to throw these one last time into the chuck. Well, Jamie maybe has never seen the London Bridge because it left London before he was born, I bet. Unless he's been to Arizona. I think it left in 1970, 60 something.
Does Jamie do live turning?
I don't know.
Jamie, do you ever do live turning?
All right, so let's see if this is enough. If it's not, we'll just start over. I'm just kidding, we won't.
Ken says, good job, Chad.
Oh, thanks. We'll see if it's a good job or not. Ah, not even close. Even as big as I made them. All right, alternative. Let's see. Let's see.
You can't make the hole any bigger.
I don't want to make it any bigger. It'll be.
I don't know how you're going to even...
Oh, you know what I'll do? I'll just put it between centers. Because then I can... Oh, then I can... Nope. I could put it on this. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. So many choices. We may have to jam it like Jamie said. It was so close.
I feel like the answer was yes. And
They are making smaller inserts, which will be nice. Because, I mean, look how big I made that, and it's still too small. I just don't want to make it bigger. Let's see. That's why I need some rando wood chucked up, I guess.
Jam chuck.
Oh, you know what I could do? We'll just reverse all this. All right, Amy, stall. Amy, stall time.
Okay, we're stalling.
While I switch the jaws yet again. Hold on. There you go. Full Amy cam.
Oh my. What am I stalling?
You got to be like,
Depends.
so Daniel. And then you say a joke. Do you have any jokes?
I don't have any good jokes queued up. I already told my one joke that I really love.
What, you had one joke?
I have one joke. It's like my favorite joke of all time. For those of you who may not have heard it, what is Mario's favorite fruit?
Oh boy.
Banana. That's a great joke.
Amy, we need a poll. Should we get rid of the Amy cam? Based on jokes.
Oh, it has a puppy on it and a pen, a fountain pen.
You haven't seen your border?
I was watching the chat. Now I'm looking at
That's a
the-
custom Amy cam border.
Also, hilarious that we have Amy Cam today and Amy Daniel Cam.
Yeah.
Because there's a fly flying around in here that keeps like flying right around my face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
There's a fly.
Or something.
No
It's
joke
like
bot.
flying around both of our faces.
Yeah, that's what we need as a joke bot.
Quit. Do a product spotlight. Ooh. I mean, I feel like the spotlight is on the stabilized stuff this week.
Oh,
Yeah.
can you do the bot? Hit the bot.
Uh-huh.
You mentioned it. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did it earlier.
See, that's where I was like, the bot should be like, hey, here's that stabilized wood we mentioned. Like it's
see what-
conversating.
If
Well,
I
you spelled it wrong.
mm,
Stable-eyed.
Here's the thing: you have to spell things
Stable-eyed
correctly.
wood.
Come on.
Stable. Just do stable.
Okay. With some,
There it
there it
is. It takes a second, but it's
Oh.
up there.
I was like, I spelled stable wrong. Come on.
some good old-fashioned American ingenuity.
Eric came in the clutch.
I
Where
wrapped-
do dads store their dad jokes?
Where?
In a database.
That's pretty good.
Darren says a horse walked into a bar and the bartender said, "Why such the long face?"
Oh, poor horse.
Ah. Jake says your mama is so. Oops, not a dad joke.
Nice.
JP said, "Don't need a poll. Keep the Amy cam."
Ah.
Oh, Jamie.
Except for it's the Amy Daniel cam.
But if Daniel wasn't here, it'd be Amy Cam, and if you weren't here, it'd be Daniel Cam.
That's true.
It's gonna be a lot of graphics we have to make.
It is. a lot.
Whoa, that is not even close to centered.
What do you call a Frenchman wearing sandals? Philippi. Philippi?
What is it?
Philippi flop.
Flippy flop.
Philippi flop. Philippe flop. There we go. Nailed it.
So I'm gonna.
Does anyone read the book series Dungeon Crawler Carl? Because they're great. And when we were talking about catchphrases, I wanted to say that character's catchphrase because it's funny.
All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use our trusty tailstock up here to help line up this makeshift don't dent the turning ball that we did, which I don't know if this is going to work or not.
Harold says running into stationary objects can hurt a lot. That's according to the latest poll.
That's pretty good. That did not work at all.
That
This is
might
fun.
Be my favorite from the day, except for my Mario joke. That's my all-time favorite. It's the only reason why I can remember it because it's real funny.
All right, we're off center turning a little bit, not too much.
Jamie says I just found out I'm color blind. Color blind. The news came out of the orange. Out of the orange. Did I mess it up?
No.
I don't get
wonder
it.
if it's a
That's it.
pronunciation thing.
Color.
Well, no, it's because that came out of the blue, but he's colorblind, so it came out of the
Oh.
orange. Duh.
Now it's even funnier because like that was really obvious and we didn't get it.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
We're done.
All right. You guys are cut off.
It's the end of the day. Hey, it's the end of the day and you just turned a little Hollowform.
Yeah, but for
I'm
Jamie,
impressed
it's
with
like
you.
midnight.
I
He's
know.
still on
I
point.
know. Jamie is on point.
He took a nap before this.
It
That's not
isn't
fair.
coffee, it's just water.
Okay, so
Vodka.
there's our original. This one's a little smaller. But actually, this one's definitely thinner, which is nice. This one's pretty good though. So
Yes.
we'll do a little finial and a little whatever to hold the hook, and then that'll be the continuation. So it's like a very mini pot, only it has a hole in the bottom. But that's on
I got
purpose.
props from Jamie because I said color right.
So
Aluminium and color.
someone was asking earlier, when does it go from a hollow form to a bowl?
Well,
It is a cute little.
I don't know.
roll.
There's probably some proportion of the opening to the size of it, I would imagine.
Yeah.
And then at some point it becomes a funnel when there's a hole at the bottom. Whether it's hollow form or bowl, if there's a hole, it could be a funnel. So actually that one came out quite a bit smaller. So that's just part of it, but it makes it nice and light for continuing on. Oh, I should have brought one over here. We'll bring it over next time to show the next two parts. So do you want to continue that next time?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll continue this next time with the other two pieces. We'll turn them and assemble, and then this'll be, we'll clean it up, put finish on it, and it'll end up in the auction this year for St. Jude.
Indeed. Michael McEwen says, will there be a live show for the Ornament Challenge? And if so, when? Yes, there will be. I don't know. It'll probably be in our regular live stream time. Maybe.
Wait, is he talking about the thing we did with like Jake and Mark and Carl and
No,
Rebecca?
he's
Okay.
talking about like when we like announce winners and like
Oh
raffle
yeah.
prizes.
Sure, sure.
Yeah, because we will have prizes. We have, people were bringing me ornaments before I was super organized with it this year. So we only have one vendor so far on board, and that's Dan and Eric from Stainless Bottle Stoppers. So we have a prize from them, which is awesome. And I believe maybe we have a prize from Record Power hooked up. But anyway, so that's happening. And yes, there will be, I just don't know exactly when it will be yet, because it's kind of like a logistical thing of, we bring in usually 5 people to kind of look at all the ornaments and rank them based on what their favorites are, which is cool. So yes, and I don't know.
JP said there's a gift for you in your inbox.
Oh no, I can't wait.
Darren, you totally could give it a go. He said it's really cool. Jake says, Orange, you glad you aren't colorblind? Yes, I am.
All right, well, we're going to end this. Too many
Um,
jokes.
Wait, give it a minute because you just stopped.
All right, everybody, hopefully that was at least somewhat entertaining.
I feel like that was another question.
And you should definitely try Hollowforms. You don't need hollowers. If you have a straight carbide, which we all seem to, you can get most of it done without doing the little bit around, and that's fine. It just takes a little weight off. If you want to get a set, we do have the minis here at Turner's Warehouse. That's what I'd recommend getting, a little smaller.
Do you have some alcohol or some water to spray on it to show the color?
Oh, sure. The magic of the, like what it'll look like?
Yeah,
Sure.
I feel like that.
Oh, wow. Oh.
Oh wow.
Oh man, look at the finish. That is a pure water finish. Actually, it will look cool when it's all sanded up. It's got some shimmer. So we'll put finish on it when we do the other two parts and the finials and whatnot. Sound good?
Yep. And then I feel like maybe I missed another question. Oh, 2 weeks. We will continue it in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Because we won't be here next week.
This will be a hard one to continue on the road with no tools, so it'll have to be in 2 weeks.
But if you guys want to follow our adventures in Colorado, you should follow us on Instagram because all of our adventures will be there, or Facebook.
You know, I don't think you've ever given the Instagram
Whatever your
account out on here.
pleasure. Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's Turner's Warehouse. Instagram, Turner's Warehouse.
Nice. Nailed it. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining in.
We got great stream. Have a great night. Safe travels. Thanks, Brian. Thank
Hopefully,
you,
we'll see a
everybody.
few people in Colorado. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
So
We're
we
gonna
will
see
see
Mr.
you.
Jim for sure.
All right, we're going to hit it. We'll see you next time, everybody.
Bye.